All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on something that happens every single second of every day, an invisible battle being fought for your money.
I mean, think about it. That coffee you bought this morning, paying your friend back for lunch, that thing you just ordered online. Every single tap, click, and swipe is a digital payment.
It's just second nature now, right? It's so woven into our lives that we don't even give a second thought to the incredible technology making it all happen.
Well, turns out behind that super smooth experience is a massive, high-tech security operation running 24/7. So let's dive into how it all works.
Okay, so to get how your money stays safe, we first got to understand the system it travels on. The best way to think about it is like a superhighway, but one that's built just for your money.
So nearly every country has one of these. It's called a national payment switch, or NPS for short. This thing is the central hub. It's basically the air traffic control for money, connecting all the different banks so they can actually talk to each other and move funds around safely.
And that's really the secret sauce. The NPS makes sure everything and everyone plays nice together. So in the US, you've got the ACH system. If you're in Brazil, you've definitely heard of Pix, and in India, it's the NPCI. They might have different names, but they're all doing that same crucial job, keeping the money highway running smoothly and securely for the entire country.
But, any highway carrying something valuable is going to attract some, highway robbers. And in the digital world, these crooks have gotten seriously smart.
Yeah, we're talking way past someone just snagging your physical credit card. Today's fraud is a whole different beast. We're seeing these super complex digital attacks, schemes that use huge networks of accounts to cover their tracks, and they're doing it all at a massive global scale. The old school ways of fighting fraud, they just can't keep up.
So how in the world do you fight a threat that's super smart and moves at the speed of light? Well, you fight it with something that's even smarter and even faster. You fight it with AI.
And we're not talking about some simple script here. This is called cognitive computing. These are advanced AI systems built to actually mimic human thinking. They can sift through millions of data points, spot patterns, and this is the really important part. They learn and get better over time. It's pretty much like having a whole team of digital Sherlock Holmeses on the case, 24/7, who never sleep.
So, here's how this fraud-fighting loop actually works. First, the AI is analyzing millions of transactions, like right now, in real time. Then, it identifies weird patterns that no human could ever catch, like a tiny purchase from a device you've never used before. Instantly, it acts, either flagging that transaction or just blocking it outright. And here's the magic. It adapts. It learns from that single event to get even sharper for the next one.
Okay, so what kind of gear is this digital detective actually packing? What are the tools in the toolbox?
This is really cool. A 2023 study actually looked at 19 of these national systems, from the US to Brazil, and here's what they found. No surprise, real-time monitoring and fraud detection models are tied for first place. I mean, in this game, speed is everything, right? But check out what's a close third, biometric authentication.
And this is something you probably use dozens of times a day without even thinking about it. Using your fingerprint to unlock your phone, using your face to approve a payment. It's taking over because it's just one of the most solid ways to prove you are who you say you are. Think about it. Someone can steal your password, but stealing your face? A little trickier.
And the toolbox is deep, believe me. First up, you've got tokenization. This is genius. Instead of your actual credit card number flying across the internet, it sends a unique, one-time use token. If a hacker steals it, it's totally useless. Then there's network analysis. This is where it gets into some serious next-level stuff. It actually maps out the connections between thousands of different accounts to spot these huge, complex fraud rings. Of course, we've got two-factor authentication, that little code you get on your phone, which is such a simple but powerful extra lock on the door. And this last one is mind-blowing. Behavioral biometrics. The AI learns you, not just your fingerprint, but the unique rhythm of how you type or the way you move your mouse, so it can spot an imposter in a split second.
So all these tools are incredible, right? But here's the catch. Fraudsters couldn't care less about borders. So to really win this fight, our defense can't have borders either. It's got to be a global team effort.
I mean, a scammer could be sitting in one country, hitting a bank in a second country, and then shuffling the money through a third. If every country is just defending itself, there are always going to be cracks in the system. It just won't cut it.
And this is the game plan. It's about countries sharing their playbooks, telling each other what's working and what's not. It's about setting up common security rules so there's no weakest link for fraudsters to exploit. And it's about reporting fraud the same way everywhere,
so we can spot these global attack waves as they're happening, not after the damage is done. It really all comes down to this quote from Alessio Faccia, who led the research we're talking about today. It's the 1-2 punch. You need the smart AI tools, and you need the smart human cooperation. That's how you protect the whole system.
So, yeah, the next time you tap your phone to buy a coffee, just remember there's this invisible AI army standing guard. But, and this is the big but, it leaves us with a pretty wild question for the future. This is a technological arms race, and as our digital detectives get smarter, what happens when the criminals start building their own AI detectives?